All right, so what are my goals for 2024? What do I want to accomplish this year? Let's talk about it. All right, so 2024 is here. We're about a week and change into the new year. We all probably made some resolutions. We all have our goals. We have our ambitions. We have the things that we want to accomplish. And the question is, how badly do we want it? And now I'm talking to myself in this one because it's an opportunity to try to see what can I accomplish this year? What can I do different from last year? Can I put myself in an improved state in terms of things that I learned, things that I accomplished, things that I'm able to do? And the goal is to always try to level up. And that can mean a lot of different things. But we are in a new year. Everybody's probably hitting the gym. Me personally, I used to go to the gym a lot, but now I just work out from home. So what I want to do now is really figure out how I can make my goals stick and how can I make them a reality? How can I accomplish what I have in my head, what I have on my to-do list in terms of my 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, and ultimately what I want to accomplish for the whole entire year. And the way to do that, the way to get your goals to stick is to really just make them a habit. Don't do it once in a while. Whatever it is, whatever your goal is, don't do it just once in a while. Make it a habit. Do it consistently. Plan for it. Identify what it is that you want to do and how can you get it done. So as a programmer and as a content creator, my goals are varied. What I want to do is I want to upload more videos this year. And I want to do that because I want to be able to share my experiences in terms of the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribulations and what really worked and what didn't work in terms of my experience over a decade of coding and programming. For what it's worth, it might be valuable to somebody, it might help somebody out in terms of advancing their career or learning a new programming language, a new framework, a new library. I want to share what information I have and try to help the next generation, the next level programmers and the programmers that'll come behind us. I think that's what we all should do, try to share our knowledge. So I want to create more videos and I've been thinking about this for a while now in terms of what type of videos do I really want to feature on this channel? What do I want this channel to be known for? Do I want to just be a tutorial channel? Do I want to be an explainer channel, a talking head channel, a vlogging channel? And the answer is yes to all of the above. And this is why. I don't like being put into a box. I think that the world tries to put us all into boxes, nice, neat boxes, so that way we could be easily categorized. And that's something I don't want to do with this channel. I don't want to have it just a one type of channel in terms of the videos I upload. So I'm going to do some tutorials. I want to get back into doing some coding tutorials. I've done a bunch of them over the years, and I want to do more. But I also want to do some more explainer videos, more fast-paced videos. I want to do some motivational videos, because at the end of the day, we all need motivation, and I'm big on that. I think it's something that, you start off with a very negative environment, a very negative society. We get bombarded with so much negative news. And fear is put into all of us. And my belief is this, and it may sound like a cliche, but, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. And I think that statement makes sense because the reality is, we don't really have that much to fear in today's modern society. Yeah, we're comfortable. We have a lot of the things that we need in order to survive. And if we don't, there's a lot of different ways that we can go about getting them, right? So my goal is to create videos that help motivate people, inspire people, explain different topics, different technologies, programming languages, and what people should be focusing on. So that's part of my goals. And then obviously I want to create the coding tutorials. I want to do a whole entire series on data structures and algorithms. I think that's definitely valuable. A lot of people don't talk about data structures and algorithms because they're very complex in terms of teaching them, at least when you try to get a little deeper into what's being taught. But it's important because it helps to shape your brain in terms of understanding how to implement them in different situations or in different projects that you're working on. Knowing more algorithms, knowing more data structures, knowing more design patterns if you're working with OOP, or knowing different programming paradigms if you are working on a procedural project or an OOP project or a functional project. Knowing all that is beneficial. Now, I'm not saying that any one person can master it all. That is very unlikely. But at least having a working knowledge of how to navigate some of these projects when they're in different programming paradigms or if they're using different types of algorithms, that's helpful, that's beneficial. But then I also want to do the types of videos where I just talk to people and just share, what's on my mind, my opinion on different technologies and different things that's taking place in terms of the programming world. We have a society that's evolving very fast, and every single day it seems like things change, especially with artificial intelligence. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and I want to just let people know that programmers are going to be around for a very long time. The idea that we're going to be replaced anytime soon is not true. Some will get replaced. I'm not saying that there won't be layoffs. I'm not saying there won't be, different changes taking place in some of these technology companies. But for people who know how to actually program and people who know how to use their programming skills in conjunction with artificial intelligence, now those are the people that are going to stay around for a while. So now we have to go all in on AI in terms of learning how to use all of these various tools, especially if there's one tool that's being used predominantly by the type of company you're working for or looking to work for. So now's the time to go all in. Now, in terms of other goals, because I think that, it's easy for us to get lost in the world of programming. There's so much stuff to learn. There's so many different topics for us to explore as programmers, as developers, as software engineers, working on different projects, and things change. The languages get updated, new features of functionality come in to the different frameworks and libraries that we're working with. And there's always a brand new JavaScript tool, right? There's something new in the JavaScript world, and that obviously we have to learn it all, and it's impossible to learn it all. But, at least having an idea of what's taking place and what's out there, it's a good idea. But beyond just coding and programming, and I think it's important that people realize that, programming might be your world, but it shouldn't be the only thing you focus on. It shouldn't be the only thing you work on. So my other goals are, I want to play more competitive chess. I want to spend some time, going to tournaments and, getting my rating established as a chess player. I've been playing chess for on and off my entire life, but I really started taking it seriously over the past couple of years. And now I think I'm ready to jump in and, start playing in the tournament level of chess games. And I want to see how I perform there. My cousin, he's a master level chess player, and he actually beat me. He defeated me in a game where he played blindfolded. And I was just, amazed at how he was able to do that. Just the ability to be able to memorize the position on the board, each player. And it wasn't a short game. It was a pretty good game. But he memorized every single position, and he beat me. It was interesting to see. I have a lot of respect for that. I don't think I'll ever be able to get to that point, but I at least want to start playing in tournaments. And beyond that, I ran the marathon in 2007, the New York City Marathon. And I've done a couple of half marathons. I've done some 5Ks over the years after the marathon, after I ran it that time, that first time and last time. It was an experience and a half. But then I stopped running in terms of long distance running. So I'm thinking I want to get back into doing some 5Ks and 10Ks and maybe even some half marathons. I might have a full marathon left in me. I'm not sure if that's something I'm going to be able to do, considering the fact that there's a lot of things I want to do. And, I'm getting up there. I'm not an old man, but I'm definitely not young like I was when I ran the marathon in 2007. So my knees, they have a little bit of mileage on them. But I do want to get back into running in terms of doing some 5Ks, some 10Ks, and definitely doing some half marathons. And I want to raise money for charity. It's always a good motivating thing to do in order to, take what you're doing and have it not only for yourself, doing it for yourself, but also doing it for somebody else or doing it for another organization. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start running more. I've been running in the morning time. I'll do 1.5 miles, 2 miles. I've been doing 3 miles in the park by me, 3.1 miles running in the park by me. And those have been challenging. Now, the timing, nowhere near what I used to be. Nowhere near. But, that's to be expected. If you stop doing something for a certain amount of time, you stop using it, you're going to lose it. So I'm going to start doing that. And I want to see if, at least maybe for 1 month, this is an interesting one. As the train goes by, living in New York City, there's always a train somewhere. But the next challenge that I want to do, the next thing I want to do is I'm thinking about trying, at least for 30 days, make it a 30-day challenge, see if I could do the Brian Johnson Blueprint protocol in terms of longevity. Now, what he's doing, I know I'm not able to do that on a daily basis for the rest of my life, because he is taking it to the next level. The amount of discipline that he has is amazing. If you haven't heard of Brian Johnson, he was the creator of Venmo, and he sold it to PayPal for $800 million. And he had some other companies that he created over the years as well, I believe. But now he's about my age, and he's made it his mission to reverse his aging process. And he is taking data to the next level. And he's spending about $2 million a year in order to increase his lifespan. Now, I don't have $2 million a year to spend, but he's doing all the raw research and he's sharing it for free. It's his Blueprint protocol. So I'm going to try it, going based off of what he's sharing in terms of his exercise plans, his diet, his sleep patterns, his supplementation, things that he's doing. Taking, his labs in order to see what his current situation is in terms of his, different markers, biomarkers, and things of that nature. So I'm going to try it for 30 days, and I want to see what impact it has. I'll figure it out with my doctor. I'll go to my doctor for my yearly physical, and I'll let him know what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do. I'll get all my labs done, and then I'll see how I can work it out for me to get another set of labs done 30 days later. Maybe I'll try that Inside Tracker program that everybody seems to be talking about. See if that's something that I can, get my hands on and be able to do a comparison. Probably will need 2 of them. It might be interesting. I'll talk to my doctor, see what he says. But I want to see if I'm able to do it for 30 days. I want to see if there's really going to be an impact. So 2024, I have a lot of goals. And, it's an opportunity for me to grow as a person. I think it's something we all should do. Try to enhance ourselves in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's learning something new, learning a new programming language, that's something I've been thinking about for a while now. Now, I know every language I need to know in terms of web development, full stack web development. Am I a master at everything? No, nowhere near a master. Been doing it for 10 plus years. I'm very good at PHP. I'm not as good at CSS. I'm good at JavaScript. I touch on most of the main languages used within the stack. I like working on the back end. I work on a Linux server, right? And I do code on Windows and Mac OS. So I've been toying with the idea of learning another language, and I did a video where I was thinking about learning how to use COBOL, because I think there's an opportunity there, but I've decided against that. But I have been looking at Rust, and I think that's the way I'm going to go. I think Rust is an interesting language, especially for some of the tooling that I currently do, because I mentioned in previous videos that I like creating tools to optimize my workflow. So I might want to even make them more performant, and obviously the language matters, right? So right now, most of my tools are in Python. They're in JavaScript with Node.js and using PHP on the command line, using tools like that. And they're good, but they're just not that performant in terms of working with large data sets. And the performance time matters. So I'm thinking about learning Rust because, one, it's memory safe, and I could probably use it to optimize my workflow in terms of some of the tooling and some of the things that I created to optimize what I'm working on. But that's that. That's my goal for 2024. It's focused on creating more videos, being more efficient, more productive as a content creator, creating various types of videos, which means I'm probably not going to upload every day, but I am definitely going to have to upload at least 3 to 4 times a week in order to, really have different types of videos uploaded. So that's what I'm going to do. And then, of course, I want to play chess. I want to play more chess. I want to play competitive chess. And I think that will help me in terms of problem solving. Because as a chess player, you got to think multiple moves ahead. You got to really just rewire the way you think and the way you operate in order to be able to visualize that board. And that experience and that training definitely transfers and translates in a beneficial way to programming, to coding. So that's something I'm definitely going to do. I'm going to probably play, I'm definitely going to play my first tournament this year. I got to sign up for that. I got to make sure I sign up for that. And of course, the health stuff. I'm 45 years old now. I have my kids. I want to be able to, enjoy life for a significant amount of time. And it's not only about living a long life, it's about living a quality life. And in order to do that, you got to take care of yourself. So yeah, I'm going to have to start eating healthier. I go on my yin and yang, my swings where I'll eat very healthy and then I'll just have whatever it is I want. Like my wife, she just made a tres leches cake. It's my favorite. It's what I love. It tastes so good. So once I finish this whole cake, then I'll go back to eating healthier again. So 2024, it's on. It's you and me. We're going to make this an awesome year. All right, so hopefully you're having the same experience. Hopefully you're taking your coding skills, your programming skills to the next level. And hopefully you're doing things other than coding and other than programming, because you have to have a varied workflow. You have to have a varied, amount of interest and hobbies. It's very important for you. It's very important for me. All right, so let me know what your thoughts are. What are your goals for 2024? Sound off down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that notification icon, and I'll catch you in the next video. Happy coding. And now it's time to let the wife know that I'm here.